Well, let's move over to PepsiCo. The soda can fizzeth over for this company this morning, and the latest quarter revenue grew more than 5% as folks started to chug their sodas and other beverages, and they gobbled up those snacks once again. The big takeaway here, PepsiCo provided forward guidance for the first time since the pandemic began. Investors honing in on this as it shows confidence in the ability to perform in the midst of all of this uncertainty. Let's bring in PepsiCo CFO and Vice Chairman Hugh Johnston. Hugh, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you as well, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, I got to ask you about guidance. You're now standing out among other companies that are not offering guidance. What went into the decision between you and Ramon to decide to give the street the full picture?
Yeah, Cheryl, I think the biggest thing was obviously we had a terrific quarter and we felt good about that, but we also started to see consumer trends stabilize to some degree. Mobility trends are up and they've gotten stable. People eating out more, it's up and it's gotten stable. And we felt like we had visibility at least for the rest of the year. And we thought that was valuable information for investors. So we put guidance out there and it seems to have been well received.
You also reported the COVID cost, I call it, and we're now seeing this as a normal trend with companies when they report $147 million. That was for this last fiscal quarter. Is that something that you think is going to continue to be a piece of the bottom line, or is that spending going to pull back, do you think?
It will sustain, but it'll continue to diminish from month to month. I think when we started doing the COVID cost, it was mostly around protective equipment for our employees to ensure that they could operate safely. And obviously, when you start up on that initially, either that or sanitation or logistics, you're relatively inefficient at it. We've gotten better and better at it over time. So our priority is clearly to protect our employees, but I think we'll be able to do that more and more efficiently as time goes on. So I think those costs are going to diminish. And then ultimately, obviously, when we finally get past the pandemic, those costs will largely disappear.
Well, the pandemic looks like it's been good for your bottom line. Sad to say, but the truth, Tostitos, Cheetos, Doritos, mac and cheese from the Quaker brand. I mean, these were the performers. And then you also launched some of these new mac and cheese lines, the flaming hot mac and cheese. We've done the story on the Business Network and we all get a laugh out of it. But I mean, folks are going for comfort food. But does this trend continue, do you think?
Yeah, they certainly are going for comfort food. In a lot of ways, Cheryl, I think it's a little bit different than the other food companies. I think in terms of the snack business that we have right now, what you've seen to a great degree is a reversion of consumers back to big brands. For a long time, they really wanted small craft brands, and those no doubt have a part of the landscape. But I think as consumers have gone back to big brands because of the quality and because of the flavor and frankly, because of the availability, because of the supply chain systems we have, they've rediscovered they really like those big brands. So I think that's something that's going to be there to stay for quite a long time.
We're just looking at pictures of pancake syrup, another favorite of the stay-at-home, trend that we're seeing. But you decided to drop Aunt Jemima. How tough was that decision?
Well, it was a decision that I think was obvious to us in the face of what's going on in society right now. And we're going to take our time and do it methodically. No new update on that. But I think you can expect some news from us in the coming months on what the new brand is. And I think it's going to be a terrific brand. In a lot of ways, it'll be better for consumers than what we previously had.
So you're going to change the name, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
All right. So let me ask you this. One of the things that Coca-Cola has done, I hate to bring up the other guy, but I have to, they've gotten into alcohol sales with this partner. It's Topo Chico. It's light alcohol sales. This is something PepsiCo has not done yet. Is that something that you think you'd consider?
I guess what I would tell you on that front is we leave no stone unturned looking for good growth opportunities. So I don't have anything new to report to you right now, but we're always going to look at those types of opportunities and see if they make sense to us. And if they make sense, obviously we've got a management team and a system that can really execute.
Well, one of the things that you've done over the last, really the last decade, I guess, since we've been talking here on Fox Business with you, is kind of that expansion of the brands going into that healthier foray, healthier snacks, whether it was hummus, whether it was sparkling water like bubbly. But what we're seeing now is with the stay-at-home, not orders anymore, but at least folks working from home, staying at home, is they're really going for the good old stuff. So does that change kind of the strategy you think PepsiCo is going to take in the next quarter to 2 quarters when it comes to expansion? Maybe it's about giving Americans what they want, not what you think maybe they want, healthier.
Yeah, I think our strategy is going to be to offer consumers a wide variety of choice, and where they choose to go is obviously where we're going to put our emphasis. As you know, particularly early in the pandemic, people wanted comfort food, but I think that rebalancing has already started towards a balance between we want some comfort food, but we also want food that's less indulgent and a little bit more healthy. And we're going to give them both. So, I mean, a couple of examples in that regard. With our SodaStream product, we're going to be launching bubbly drops. So you basically put some drops into your into your SodaStream bottle, and you get a terrific 0-calorie beverage that you can control the flavor of. That's certainly a healthier option. And then at the other end of the spectrum, I pointed out, and you mentioned earlier, the Cheetos mac and cheese. That's a product that we literally are out of capacity of. Every box we can make, we're selling. So I think people are choosing both right now.
Interesting. Okay. Now, we all probably figured out the mac and cheese was going to be a big hit. All right. I got to talk about the NFL before I let you go, Hugh. Look, you're the biggest sponsor of the NFL. Obviously, the season is different. I'm wondering how you and the company approached this new, different NFL season, and if you've changed your strategy and changed anything about the partnership with the NFL, because last time I checked with you, it was $1 billion contract you had with them.
Yeah, it's a big commitment, and obviously we're big fans of the NFL. Without the fans in the stands, obviously it's changed the experience, and we've done a lot of things online with the NFL in order to really bring the in-stadium experience home to people's homes. So I think we're still evaluating how much of that is working well and how much not, but clearly the NFL is an important part of our marketing.
And you're going to stick with the deal, I'm assuming. The partnership.
Right now, we're very much sticking with the NFL, yes.
Okay. Gotta ask. Hugh Johnston, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully talk to you very soon. Come back to Fox Business anytime, sir.
Absolutely.